SAP RE-FX-LA Interview Questions and Answers. What is asset accounting in SAP Finance? Asset accounting is a submodule of SAP Finance, used to manage the assets of an organization. It allows you to track and manage fixed assets, such as buildings, vehicles, and equipment, throughout their life cycle, from acquisition to disposal. What is the purpose of asset classes in asset accounting? Asset classes are used to group similar assets based on their characteristics and help you organize your asset management activities. They define the attributes that are common to all assets within a class, such as depreciation rules and accounting rules. How do you create an asset master record in SAP Finance? To create an asset master record, you need to go to the Asset Accounting module and select the Create Asset Master Record option. You will then need to enter the asset class, description, and other relevant information. What is depreciation in asset accounting? Depreciation is the gradual decrease in the value of a fixed asset over time due to wear and tear or obsolescence. In asset accounting, depreciation is calculated and posted to the general ledger at regular intervals based on predefined rules. How do you define depreciation keys in SAP Finance? Depreciation keys are defined in the Asset Accounting module using transaction code AFAMA. You need to enter the name of the depreciation key, the calculation method, and other parameters. What is the difference between ordinary depreciation and special depreciation? Ordinary depreciation is the normal depreciation that is calculated for an asset based on its useful life and residual value. Special depreciation is an additional depreciation that can be posted for an asset to reflect its accelerated depreciation due to economic or technical factors. What is a depreciation area in asset accounting? A depreciation area is a separate area in the Asset Accounting module that tracks the depreciation of an asset based on different accounting principles, such as tax regulations or group accounting standards. How do you configure depreciation areas in SAP Finance? Depreciation areas are configured in the Asset Accounting module using transaction code OAYZ. You need to define the depreciation key and accounting principle for each depreciation area. What is an asset acquisition in SAP Finance? An asset acquisition is the process of acquiring a fixed asset and adding it to the asset master record in asset accounting. This can be done through various methods, such as purchase, production, or transfer from another company code. How do you post an asset acquisition in SAP Finance? To post an asset acquisition, you need to use the transaction code F90 and enter the asset master record number, acquisition date, acquisition value, and other relevant information. What is an asset retirement in SAP Finance? An asset retirement is the process of disposing of a fixed asset and removing it from the asset master record in asset accounting. This can be done through various methods, such as sale, scrapping, or transfer to another company code. How do you post an asset retirement in SAP Finance? To post an asset retirement, you need to use the transaction code ABAVN and enter the asset master record number, retirement date, retirement value, and other relevant information. What is an asset transfer in SAP Finance? An asset transfer is the process of moving a fixed asset from one cost center, profit center, or company code to another. This can be done through various methods, such as intercompany transfer or internal transfer within the same company code. How do you post an asset transfer in SAP Finance? To post an asset transfer, you need to use the transaction code ABUMN and enter the asset master record number, transfer date, transfer value, and other relevant information. What is the difference between an asset class and a depreciation area in SAP Finance? An asset class is used to group similar assets together based on their characteristics, while a depreciation area is used to track the depreciation of an asset based on different accounting principles. Each asset belongs to a single asset class, but it can have multiple depreciation areas. What is an impairment in asset accounting? An impairment is a permanent decrease in the value of a fixed asset due to factors such as obsolescence, damage, or changes in market conditions. In asset accounting, impairments are recorded as a special type of depreciation and can be reversed if the asset's value increases in the future. How do you configure automatic account determination in asset accounting? Automatic account determination is configured using transaction code A090. You need to define the chart of depreciation, account determination key, and account assignment object for each transaction type. How do you perform a year-end closing in asset accounting? To perform a year-end closing in asset accounting, you need to use the transaction code AJIB and select the appropriate parameters. This will post any necessary depreciation adjustments, transfer the net book value to the balance sheet, and reset the accumulated depreciation for the next fiscal year. How do you reconcile asset accounting with the general ledger in SAP Finance? To reconcile asset accounting with the general ledger, you need to compare the balances of the asset accounts in the general ledger with the asset balances in asset accounting. Any differences should be investigated and corrected as necessary using transaction code ABST2. What is the integration between asset accounting and controlling in SAP Finance? The integration between asset accounting and controlling in SAP Finance allows you to track the costs associated with fixed assets, such as depreciation and maintenance expenses. This information is then used to determine the profitability of individual cost centers, profit centers, and business units. How do you set up cost center accounting for fixed assets in SAP Finance? Cost center accounting for fixed assets is set up in the asset accounting module using transaction code OA0A. You need to define the default cost center for each asset class and specify the rules for deriving the cost center based on the asset master data. What is a capitalization date in asset accounting? The capitalization date is the date on which a fixed asset is added to the asset master record and becomes available for use. This date is used to calculate the depreciation for the asset. What is a useful life in asset accounting? The useful life is the estimated length of time that a fixed asset will be used by an organization before it is retired or disposed of. This is used to determine the depreciation method and rate for the asset. What is a residual value in asset accounting? The residual value is the estimated value of a fixed asset at the end of its useful life. This is used to determine the depreciation method and rate for the asset. What is the difference between straight-line depreciation and declining balance depreciation? Straight-line depreciation is a depreciation method where the same amount of depreciation is charged each period over the useful life of the asset. Declining balance depreciation is a depreciation method where the depreciation charge decreases each period based on the declining balance of the asset. What is a low-value asset in asset accounting? A low-value asset is a fixed asset that is not significant enough to be tracked individually in the asset master record. Instead, it is grouped together with other similar assets and depreciated collectively using a single depreciation rate.